And if we lose a hand in the process, well, it'll just add to the effect. In theory, this should work. In theory. Pop it out. Oh! Hello. Just Jax here, and welcome to my channel. Today, with UV resin and a Zuru Mini Baby, experiment number 2. Last time, I tried using half a dome and resting the head in there. And this was the result. Not bad. Answer the question, can I pop one of these in some of that and it pop out? Yes, I can. Does it need fine tuning? Yes, it does. So in that video, I wondered, well, I had 2 options, that one and this one. I went with that one first. So I've decided to try this one today, where I'm going to go for a full body and see what we get. Now, knowing that this comes out absolutely fine, I'm not too worried about the hand sinking in there. I reckon it will pop out because it's not nipped in too much. And if we lose a hand in the process, well, it'll just add to the effect. I have a few of these babies after all. So what I'm going to do first is get this off baby, because we don't need that, because that will not come away from the resin. We know that much without experimenting. I'm going to fill this up with the Vida Rosa. Not all the way though, because I need to account for this coming in. And I need that. I need to be able to put that in central. And I'll probably have to put it in and jiggle it around a little bit, because there's a little hole in the mouth and a chance for bubbles getting trapped in places. Let's glove up, fill the coaster up. Probably give it a little heat to make it super fluid. Rest baby in, get curing. Okay, hopefully that's not too much in there by the time I sink baby in. So I'm just going to flash forward while I give this a little blast with a hot air gun, because you won't hear a thing I'm saying. Okay, I think we're bubble free. Now to try and put baby in. This is going to be... I'm going to have to do what I did before, which is like plonk it in a little bit, bring it out, squeeze the face. Now his face is in, and his hand seems to be in. Do I squash it down? I don't think we've gone right up to the top as far as that goes, so do I put a bit more in there? Do we just roll with it being where it's at? Let's try and put just a little bit more in there. So I'm just going to give that another quick blast with the heat gun. I see a couple of bubbles coming up. Then we'll get curing. All of this will happen in the flash forward, and then we'll see if we can actually get this out, because that hand's quite sunk in there now. Okay, I might have had the light a little bit too low down, because we've kind of bubbled up in lots of places. So I don't know whether to pop baby out now. In fact, it probably would be best in case that has gone right the way down. So let's... Oh, yeah. Okay. A little bit of stick here. That looks so cool. It's a shame it didn't come out flat. Right, we'll just let that cure that side and all these little extra bits that are on baby. You can see that looks pretty cool. It's a shame I had the light too close. Because I don't know if you can see, if I turn it like that, there we go, you can see I've got a few domes. So I'm going to let that cure, and that cure enough that I can just like wipe it off. Because it's not in a lot of places, it's just around the chest and the arm. The hands have not come out too bad. Nor of the feet. Well, baby's having a dry, so I gave it a wash. This is now cured and looking very interesting. Now, I have this from the previous experiment, and I added a little bit more resin to it because we needed more of it, but no more pigment, in the hope that it would wash it down a little bit. I also just thought, what if I try to brush this so it could sink in some of the detail? Would that enhance it a little bit? 'Cause this is a darker colour. There's only one way to find out, right? Let's just try and get this just in where the baby is. In theory, this should work. In theory. I'm going to tap it off and try and just wipe over with my hand. I think we've got in all the little nooks. Just try and do this. So I'm going to apply a little bit of heat to that, and then we're going to pour it in. Alright, let's see. Pour it slowly. We'll try and apply a little heat to see if it'll go into the fingers. I'll try. This might be the best that we're going to get. I'm going to cure that. We may or may not do one final layer. We're a bit from the edge anyway. We'll see. We're cured. I think we're going to leave it at this because it's an experiment. It's a far from perfect experiment. We've got lumps and bumps everywhere. But it should have answered the question that we set it out to. And I'll refine this. This is going to be a constant refining one. So let's pop it out. Oh! I think we need to cure it on the underside just a little bit. That has come out way better than I expected. Way better. It's totally deformed because of how close I had the light, but that looks really good. This I'm going to be coming back to, doing quite a bit of refining. I will, when this is over, just give that a cure, because where it's pushed right the way through, it could do a little cure just there and just there. But as far as wrapping it up goes, it is fine. That has come out really, really good. There's something that can be done with this. I mean, it's relatively flat this side, but it's warped to the high heavens in every other place. But like I say, that's okay. The whole point of this is what we have here. This beautiful little baby cast. And I think putting that slightly darker powder in there first definitely highlighted the detail that bit more. That has come out surprisingly well. I am going to be coming back to this for sure. I think the coaster mould is a good place to start. I think I can refine it and fine tune it in there. What would be really cool is if I got a big plaque mould of some shape, so I could have multiple in there. That would be really cool. Well, as far as questions and answers go, we already knew that the silicone baby mould would work, courtesy of video number 1, as far as the silicone baby goes. Refining it, we have made another step forward. I think we can stick with the colour. I watered it down quite a bit, well, resined it down. Brushed in a darker colour to try and pick out some of the highlights a bit more. That is a much better result than that. I mean, this is a good result, but because it's a dome, it's come out deformed. Flat is the way. I'm happy with that despite its imperfections. There's so much detail come out in that baby. And the little hands, if we can see them. White paper would be better. Look at the detail. That is good. Let me know what you all think. I know they need some more refining, a bit more patience with the curing. I don't know why I decided I was going to cure it so close, but that's what happens if you do that. Warping. Have you all got some ideas from seeing this? I wonder what other silicone toys, apart from the obvious ones out there for people who are thinking those kind of silicone toys, I wonder what other innocent silicone toys there are that we could use. I'm going to have a look. This is a whole new wave of ideas. Let me know what you all think. Do you think that was a success? Are we taking it a step in the right direction? We will definitely be coming back to this. Baby, who is drying right now, will be used again and again until we get this totally fine-tuned. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope you found this interesting. I hope it's giving you some ideas of things to try yourself. Get experimenting. Like if you like what you see. Comment if you've got something to say. And subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more. Thank you all again so much. Take care. And see you in the next one.